Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today I am back on chess. Out of all the games that I currently play right now, chess is probably my most knowledgeable, even though I'm only 1500, almost 1600. Honestly, I dropped an ELO. I was like 1580, I think, when we last left off, or 1570, whatever it was, and now I'm down to 1530. That's because I went on vacation for 2 weeks, so I was playing a ton of chess and I lost a ton of games. But we are back on the grind, the road to 1600. And without further ado, let's get into the chess, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we start off with white. We're going to play e4, try to play into our classic Scotch. This is an interesting variation. I'm going to put two pawns in the center, take complete control of the center right away. I kind of want to push my e-file pawn to e5. E5 right away just looks correct to me. I don't know. I'm going to develop my knight first before I do anything. I want to see what he plays. This is an interesting opening that I honestly am not familiar with. It's the French defense, but okay. I mean, it seems accurate to me. Take the knight, attack the bishop. He can't take, obviously, because of my bishop protecting my knight. Attack the bishop, also threatening a fork. So he gives up the bishop right away. He castled early. I mean, he has burned 8 seconds of time. So let's stop thinking so hard and just play intuitively. Pushes now. I'm just going to trade this down. We're going to move our queen up and look to queenside castle. We're behind our bishop. We do have the bishop pair now, which is obviously going to help us. I don't know. I don't really want to double up. I kind of want a queenside castle, but takes double up. I don't know. It's going to open up this file, which is literally his file to his king. So I also feel like that can be beneficial for me. I'd rather go back to b3, keep this line of attack at the king. He pushes his pawn to threaten a, hold on my bishop, but I'm just going to go back to b2. So I can attack this pawn that's hanging, right? This is the idea. Attack this pawn that is hanging. If he pushes now, I take with my pawn, eventually trying to push it. And then we have a nice idea with this to try to win ourselves a rook. In essence, I can win a rook here. In essence, that is. Obviously, if he takes, I'm fine with taking back. So he gets rid of that pin. He might have found the idea. I can push this now, but I'm not worried about it. All right, he takes, so we're going to take. He can take now, but again, it's not... We're down a pawn in this exchange, and I'm not too worried. I'm genuinely not worried. So he doesn't take the pawn. Instead, it looks like he's going for this. D5 looks right to me, just off rip. This pawn is hanging, but like, where is he going to get with that? It's just the pawn. It'll even up the pawns. I could try to save it, but it's unsavable at this point. And I have the G file now open to attack his king in the future. I feel like ripping open the center entirely, getting rid of this pawn structure. Because if he pushes, I could take when my bishop takes. I feel like the pawn structure he has is kind of threatening in the future. So I'd rather get rid of that. I have to move faster, too. I'm taking 47 seconds that took me. I'm taking way too long. Trade on the queens. And now, attack the rook. It's relatively even, but I feel like I'm winning low-key. I don't know if I'm winning, but I feel like I'm winning, and that's what matters. We can just go back, and now he can't push. It kind of distinguishes this whole threat with his pawns. And there's no relatively threat now that he has. I can take now, and then takes back, and then takes, and I go up a pawn in that exchange, which can work. Could definitely work. Kind of just want... I can't take that open file yet. And we could just start pushing these pawns closer to his king. I'm kind of strapped for a move idea here. Push the pawn so that I can free up this h-file rook to the g-file. Put pressure on that king, And pushes now, but again, if I take... He's trying to milk me into that fork, but it's not going to work. I'm going to actually go to the b-file now. I could go to the b file. I'm going to go to the b file. It frees up, so if he pushes, it frees up a take. I'm not pinned anymore, and now it allows me actually to take this because it's undefended. And I like this. I definitely like this. I think I'm seeing the board. He's got hangs his rook. That's awesome. We love a hanging rook. Was that some elaborate scheme? Does he have a fork that I'm not seeing? I don't believe so. We're just going to take. Threatening this hanging piece, threatening this hanging piece. It's literally just nothing now. I don't know where he goes from here. I go here, he would have His knight is completely trapped. He goes here. It's defended by that knight, actually. Makes no sense. I can take this way. Yeah, because it's still trapped. It's over. He's trading down pieces, down material. It just makes no sense. I can go here now. And if you take, I'm going to take. And your rook's gone. Wow. This is... Wow. I don't know, man. What the fuck am I watching? I could threaten a back rank mate now. Seems pretty simple. Rematch. She wants a rematch. Accept that rematch. Let's run it. I said let's run it. My word is bond. You ain't gonna rematch me and not think I'm gonna take that. Caro-Kann. Let's not get too overexcited. He is a decent player. He obviously knows his lines. I'm gonna play the Caro-Kann opening. Takes. Pawn out. I like to get my knight out first and then my bishop. Technically, I think bishop first is the correct. He checks. I block with the knight. Takes. We're not worried. It's playable. It's definitely a playable option. I just bring my queen here, though. If he does some crazy sacrifice, you know, it's no big deal. Now, again, he's castling early. Like, this kid loves to castle early, which is kind of interesting. I'm just going to play a pretty safe move, like light square bishop to f5. No worries. I want to push this pawn, get my dark square bishop out. Dark square bishop out, and now we can look to castle. We'll play our dark square bishop to e7. Again, if he takes, we like that, because then we have the bishop pair. And again, like, I'm still a low enough elo where, like, a bishop pair does not necessarily matter. Obviously, it matters, but it's not, like, a crazy, you know, oh, we have the bishop pair, let's go, we're locked in on this win. You kind of, like, at this elo, you know it's beneficial. It's just trying to coordinate your bishops to be beneficial, like, in the end game. And that's very hard to do at this elo. I just know within myself, I'm a pretty honest player. I know I'm not that skilled. I'm pretty decent. I know to play chess, obviously. But, like, I don't exactly know the best moves to coordinate my bishops together when I do have the bishop pair. I just know it's beneficial. So now he takes with check. We're going to take with our pawn. And again, we have the bishop pair now. Now we completely have the bishop pair. And if he takes this, I mean, both of his bishops are gone now, which is pretty wild that he would do that. You know, it is what it is. This game around, we actually have the time advantage. Last game, I think at most, he took a 2-minute time advantage. In this game, we have over a minute of time advantage. Pushes that pawn. Don't really know what that move is. Kind of just a safe developing move. I guess if he's worried about me attacking this knight, I don't know what he's honestly thinking. We're just going to castle, kingside. And I'm not worried about anything. I don't know where the fuck he's trying to go. I would like to keep the bishop pair, though. Like, that's my dilemma right now, is I kind of want to go knight to e4, but takes, and then takes. And I would lose a pawn in that exchange, so I'm just going to push this pawn. I'm just going to push that pawn. Okay, consolidates. I could push the pawn again. And then I want to take my... We're going to plant our bishop there. If he takes, we're going to take. And now if he takes, we just take back with our queen. And there's no fork or anything like that. Presses forward, which weakens his pawn structure a little bit. But it's not that bad. I honestly like the move. Just kick the knight. Makes a lot of sense. No, g5 does make sense. I'd get trapped. g5, I just get trapped. I want to take my rook to the b file. It's a solid move by him. I mean, this is a very... we could look to trade this, actually. Let's just look to trade. Get his knight away from my king. I don't think he has a fork, like, anywhere. We're just going to go to here. And now when he goes back, obviously he's protected. We push this pawn all the way. And he's forced to go all the way to the corner, which is a win for us. Now his knight is virtually out of the game. His knight is completely out of the game. I can rip open this center. I can rip open this center now, take center control, which I'm going to do. His knight is out of the game. Rook comes. We back it by our rook. I'm going to back this by our rook and then move in. Okay, so again, I feel like he's making just bad moves. He's going quick. I think he's getting frustrated. We gave up the time advantage, but it means fuck all. I'm going to move my rook to B. Take open this open file. Look to attack the queen. He can double defend it with his rook. It's fair play. Here with a check. I don't know. This is fucking locked as fuck. This is very locked. I'm just going to bring my queen back, actually. I don't know what to do, and I'm wasting too much time. This is a very locked position. It's extremely even. It's like one person needs to make a mistake, but the question is, what is the mistake? See, that was a mistake, but I didn't have my queen on the right file. Right here, I could have checked them. Now it's back open, so it's virtually done now. I'm going to bring our knight back. That's square. We're going to bring our knight in, and if he takes, we're going to put our rook all the way on that second file, which is great for us. So I don't know what that queen move does. I don't know what he's attacking or trying to attack. God, I'd love to get a smothered mate. I just don't think it's possible. We're just going to go back, and if he wants to... You know, this is going to be a draw. This is going to be a draw. And we'll take the win draw and get out of here. I mean, win's a win, brother. I'm not playing for a win right now. It's like I'm in the candidates. You know, all I need is a draw to win. I don't need to do none of this. Takes. Interesting. Now you allow me to put my rook here. You're not threatening my other rook with any type of mate. Here. Yep, threatens that. Predictable player. We go here. And then we bring in our queen. I think g3 is probably his best move. And again, it's pretty even. Interesting. Offers a queen trade. That works. Definitely works. I don't want a queen trade, obviously. It's not what I'm going to accept. So we're just going to move our queen out of the way, still protect this pawn, and look to get to g6 and threaten mate in 1. There's no check or anything. So g6, threaten mate in 1. He's got to respect that. How does he respect it? That way works. Masterclass queen moves. He has 4 minutes of time. And we're not trying to take or do anything. That's what we're expecting. So now we're going to go to d4. D4, D2. And then look at this. And then E3. I saw this the whole way. And now I can get to F2. You need to go to G3. You need to go to G3. Either that, like, because I can just take the... I can go check, takes, check, takes, check. And it's checkmate. You need to go to G3. I feel that I need to push a pawn to give my queen space. Push the pawn to give myself some space so there's no back rank mate. So we're going to go here. I don't understand that move. Again, like, I don't understand what he's trying to do. We just got to keep playing. Down by a minute, which is tough. So what I want to do, bring in my other rook. Okay. And then here. I don't know how I'm burning so much time, but I think I'm in a great position. Here. 50 seconds, man. 50 fucking seconds. So we have to do something quick. Like, super fast. Doesn't work. Here. Idiot. You want a flag? You want a flag? We're going to rematch and go one more time. If that's how you envision winning the game, is by flagging, you're welcome to do that. You know? It's completely within your options to flag. So we're going to play faster, and we're going to obliterate this little soft dick loser. Just develop here. I actually had a time advantage, I think, with 7 minutes left in the game. I had like a minute time, 1 minute time advantage. What the fuck is that? I don't know what the fuck that is, dude. I cannot tell you what the fuck that is. Let's just give up our knight. It's not a big deal. And then crash the boards. I'm not... Again, that does nothing. It's just blind challenging. Blind challenging. It's going to push this pawn, takes. He's going to take now, and then it's a discovered attack coming. So what we need to do is take. Start crashing the boards. The best defense is offense. So we're gonna go all the way back. It's a wacky position, and I'm definitely losing, but I don't think the game is lost. Like, I don't think it's lost as of yet. I want to open up my queen, knight in. Threatening mate 1. He's got to respect it. Also would have a fork idea here. So now we push. Here, we're just going to hold this threat. If he goes check, I take, and then he would have to be take back and I take, and I go up a rook. Again, we're not worried about this. It's like I have too many threats for him to combat, and he can't get in. He doesn't have time to get in. So he goes here. I have a fork here. I'd rather fork. I don't know if that was honestly the best move. I could have brought my rook in right away. So we're gonna take. Misses that. Take. God, this is fucking wacky. This is so wacky. And now I go here, though. Now I go here and I double up. I can go here, though. And then here. Here takes. I don't want to go down. I can't do that. So I feel like my options are either d4 or g4. But g4 only works. Doesn't really work because he's just going to push this pawn. I see an idea. Now I go here. He goes here. I'm forced to take. It's forced. Here. And now we just got to win. And now we win. I think we have to play passive and work our pawns up the board. I'm not forked, and the question is, like, this is going to be hard. This is going to be hard. This is going to be tough. I think I have to bring my knight into play. I need the maximum amount of pieces possible. Here, I just have to march my pawns. I have to unite my pieces. I have to go around my king. This is drawable, if not winnable. I see the idea. I see the way forward. The question is, I don't know if he has defense for it. And he could take that pawn. Because I'm going to have to keep pushing. Yeah, but I come in now. I just come in. Well, I take with check. He's pretty much forced to take, and then I take. Let's give it a try. Fuck it. I missed that. Completely missed. Now we take and then run this way. I mean, I still think it's a draw. No, it's not a draw. He wins. He needs to come in there. It's that simple. He wins. All right, we're going to play him one more time. Damn, I could have won that. I could have turned that around. That's just unfortunate, man. That's just unfortunate. Playing the same opening. Same Caro-Kann opening. I know what he's going to bring. I'm going to pin this time. Push the pawn, I go back. So he gets out of that pin right away. I'm going to take. I'm going to play super aggressive here. Because this kid likes to, like, build. He likes to build, if that makes any sense. He likes to bring a lot of his pieces right away. And I'd rather get as many pieces off as possible. I don't think he's as strong as me in the middle game. I think his end game is relatively strong. We're going to push now. He's got the bishop pair, but again, I'm not worried. We're going to line up these, my bishop, try to get a check. So we're going to push this pawn and alleviate that pressure instantly. This is, again, a really wacky game. This is an extremely wacky game. And I think I'm losing, but I don't think it's, like, that crucial. Rook. Just completely shut him down. And then I fork. And then I get fucking fucked. Fuck! I like coming back and then just booting out this bishop. And then I would literally hang mate. So, can't fucking do that. I would need to defend it. Pushes the pawn. Takes. Takes. I don't know. I think that's his best way forward. Question is, so he lost the bishop, so that's huge for us. That's huge for the good guys. Huge for the good guys. And now I think we go up. Think c6, push. Create a pawn weakness. God, this kid, we're playing some wacky games. Can attack the queen again. Try to boot him. Can't take. Where's he got to go? He's got to get booted. And then I can push. And then takes. I have a fork. If he takes, I fork. If he takes, I fork. But if he doesn't take, I take with check, he takes, and then I attack the queen while also threatening a mate. But his rook would be there. Wait. Take with check. Wait. Is there a better move, though? Is there a check? I don't see an immediate check. I think I have to take. This way works, because if he takes, I just take, and it alleviates that pressure in that file, while I'm also threatening a check. Mate. That's a mate. I'm threatening mate while attacking the queen. Attacking? Come on! What a preponderous game. I don't even know if that's a word. Let me get it. Come on, this was beautiful. And then we're done. Yeah, so we yes! Yes! It worked! Take the queen, baby. Take the queen. Take the win. Let's go. What a game. I want to rematch him because it's 2-2 in the series, but that's going to do it, man. Let's just see a quick review. Did I play that well, or was that horrific and I thought I played it well? Game rating was a 2050. Take a game rating with a grain of salt. Doesn't mean a crazy amount, but it means something to me. 84% accuracy, man. Relatively even. I was giving him some points. Yeah, +2, man. When you get to +2, it's hard to lose. He got to +2 and he lost. And then once I got to +2, I finished the game. That was pushing the end game. All right, book move. Blocks. Still even. Connect my rooks. Get my queen up. Attacks here. I pushed the pawn. I didn't have to worry about it because my knight was there, but I just felt like I wanted to free up my knight. And yeah, and once he saw that knight, I wanted to jump in the middle right away. Again, because this guy, he creates good attacks with his pieces, and he has both of his bishops pointing directly at my king. I didn't like that, so I wanted to trade down if possible, if not just block, right? Just block one of his bishops, alleviate some pressure. He traded down. Of course, I'm going to take that trade. And again, traded down even more. Of course, I'm going to take that trade. That was a mistake. Yeah, I missed that blunder. Yeah, because it would have been check, which he didn't find right away. And then he finds, of course. So this is where I was making mistakes, was right here. So pushing the pawn, I was great up until here, right? It was relatively completely even. Pushing that pawn was the biggest mistake. The best move, the way forward. I thought about that. But I felt like pushing the bishop first and then moving to that would work. The problem is it doesn't work because it lets the queen in, and that's what I missed, right? I missed letting the queen in. Wow. And that's probably my worst mistake, because I allowed myself to, get pinned. And you never want to get pinned. Best move would have been trade down with the queens. Trade down with the queens, really? To trade the queen is the best move there? And just stop the pawn push and then try to win that pawn, I guess? Is that the idea? I don't know. That's a little wacky. I would not see that. I don't see that. Trade down the queens there. I feel like I'd completely lose the game. Now I push the pawn, threatening to fork, right? That was the whole idea. And I needed to set it up with my rook. And yeah, so he completely misses the fork. There's no way to defend the bishop while simultaneously defending the queen. And he moves back. I think the best move, honestly, would have been to move that pawn. So here, I feel like the best move would have been here. And it is. That's what I saw. He did not find that, luckily, because from here, I feel like my best move is to take. Is it? Yeah, best move, and then his best move is to take, and then I take, right? And that's the sequence that I saw. That's wrong. Oh, I missed a fork. Oh, I missed a fork right here. That was just me going quick, right? But whatever. I probably would have found that in-game with more time. But whatever. Doesn't mean much. He bounces out. I win the free piece. And then right here, I was like, man, that's barbecue chicken. That's barbecue chicken. That's too easy. And now it's just playing safe. He comes in with his queen. I just attack it again. Pins my rook, but it's really not that crazy of a threat. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know what he saw. I take with check. I'm forced to take. And did it say mate was inevitable? No. But we're up 4 points, right? So it's over. At this point, the game is over. I come in. That was such a beautiful find because originally what I was seeing was knight to h4 to threaten right here, right? It was to threaten a mate here, and if he pushes, I have mate here. Well, not a mate because he would have had an escape there, but it would have been an eventual mate. The problem is he would have a check on e8, and I saw that, and I was like, how can I get around that? By just attacking the queen while threatening a checkmate there. Brilliant find. Not brilliant, but best find. I think a lot of people obviously would see that. Took me a little bit, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. That is the game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that. Me and Zin Min Yang went at it 4 games, 2-2. Nobody really took hold. I could have played a fifth to try and get the winner, but we'll take the draw and we'll move on with our lives. I hope you all did enjoy that. In the description, you will see a link to my book that I just published. It's a graphic novel, kind of illustrated novel. If you're interested, please go check that out. If you're new and like the content, please subscribe. I also have an art channel where I post about once to twice a week there too. And as always, I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next video.